But when they reach Philippines doing business, they realize, oh, business is good. I want to come back to Thailand. I want to come back to Thailand. Yeah, because we don't know the future. Right? Only God knows. Death may overtake us on the highway, on the street, in the backyard, or in the house. I remember there was a story of a father. He said, "Doctor, I go somewhere and do business. Please wait for me. Because when I reach home and I come back, I will buy a very nice Cinderella doll for you." And then the daughter expected, "Oh yes, thank you, father, thank you." So the father the daughter expecting for his father to come back. But during his traveling back home, he met an accident. And then the father died instantly. That is why we don't know about the future. Only God knows. That's why the Bible is like not encouraging us to be boastful for tomorrow. Boasting for tomorrow is not good. It's here in James 4:13-14. Now listen, you who say, "Today or tomorrow we will go to that city, spend a year there, carry on business and make money." Why? You do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? Your life is like a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. That is life. I've heard a lot of my friends. They are now already retired and they said, "Oh, Pastor, I have a lot of project this time." Project? You are already 65 years old and you have a lot of projects? Then at the end of 70, some of them died. So the projects, where are the projects? Be honest, stop. Why don't you spend your time serving God, doing missionary work, help people who are in need? Much better. Because I would like to tell you, if you have a lot of projects, plans to do, and then you cannot succeed, or perhaps few will be realized, but mostly will not be realized, because you will die soon, right? So that is life. The routine of life. You are single, then you get married, like tomorrow. Fail an MA, you will get married tomorrow. After that, you have children, and then after that, perhaps many children they will plan, and then after that, the children get married, and they live together like new married couple like me and my wife. After that, you will get old, and then after that, you die. Another generation, the children again. You become a grandmother someday. And then you will become old, then die. Another generation. That is the routine. That is what the Bible is true. That our life is like a mist that appears for a little while and then finish. No more. You will be 6 feet under the ground. And that is life. And that's why it reminds us that we don't be like overconfidence of ourselves. We don't be so proud of ourselves. Avoid to be proud of yourself. Because that is a very common thing happening in this world. "Oh, please listen to me because I have the master's degree and then I have 3 doctorate degree. So you have to listen to me because I am professional more than you." So they are so proud of what they have to tell in life. And they forget that God is the source of opportunity, time, talent, wisdom. And then there's a saying, according to Science Illustrated magazine, this is really true. What goes up must come down. Right? Why? Because bullets into the air, eventually fall down to the earth. And then according to the report, this is only the specific year. From 1985 to 1992, the University of California, Los Angeles Medical Center, only on that hospital, remember, only one hospital. From 1987 to 1992, the University of California, Los Angeles Medical Center recorded 38 deaths. Why? Because of this bullet shot into the air. Maybe it was just a sample of the new rifle that they acquired. And 80 injuries from falling bullets. The bullets that being shot into the air would come back. Many people died about that incident. So it's dangerous. We don't know. Maybe you walk down along the road, then someone would test his rifle going in the air, and then the bullet would go back to your head. You will die. You don't know.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
It is.
That's true. This is the reality. And remember, 58 deaths, only one hospital. How about the other hospital? This is only University of California, Los Angeles Medical Center.
Sa amin.
How about
tutulungan yung
Hopkins
bata.
Hospital? How about the other hospitals around the world?
Tapos may ano.
Maybe more.
Here.
That's why in Davao,
Papaputok na po.
we know Davao, in Philippines, the mayor is so strict. During December, during New Year, no fireworks. Because it's dangerous, that's true. That's a good law to be implemented everywhere. I hope that other places will follow that rule. Because it's dangerous. Our time, remember, Christ Declaration, pages 34, 342, paragraph 1. Our time belongs to God. Who is the owner of our time? You? Me? No! Our time belongs to God. The owner of our time is God. Every moment is His. And we are under the most solemn obligation to improve it for His glory of the talent He has given to us. And we will require a more strict account than of our time. So I like this statement, our time belongs to God. That is why, brothers and sisters, we need all the time to pray. Lord, I don't know what will happen next. I don't know what's ahead of me in my life here in Thailand, especially to us. You are strangers here. You are foreigners here. We don't know. Only God knows. So we have to humble ourselves. Because God is the owner of our time. The value of time is beyond computation. Christ regarded every moment as precious. So time is precious in the sight of God. And it is thus that we should regard it. Life is too short to be trifled away. We have but a few days of probation in which to prepare for eternity. So we don't know. That's why we have to take care of our time to be used for God's glory. Because we don't know when probation closes, the opportunity to enter the kingdom of heaven closes. So we don't have the time to recover. We have no time to waste. No time to devote to selfish pleasure. No time for the indulgence of sin. It is now that we are to form characters for the future, immortal life. It is now that we are to prepare for the searching judgment. This is the reality of time according to Henry Van Dyke. Time is too slow for those who wait. Do you believe it? If you wait someone, it seems that the time is very slow. One time I have an appointment. Pastor, we meet these days at 7 o'clock. And then 7 o'clock came, he did not show up. I extend my time 7:30. Still he didn't show up. And then I said, oh, it's already a long time that I'm here waiting for him. And then 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, still he did not show up. So it seems to me that I was tortured at that time in waiting for him. Time is too sweet for those who fear, too long for those who grieve, too short for those who rejoice, but for those who love God, time is eternity. So this is a great reminder to each one of us that while we are waiting for the second coming of Jesus Christ, we should have much patience, because time is eternity for us. And then, according to the writing of Sister White, we lose God by not using our time properly. For example, idol talk. What is idol talk? The simple conversation that is not very important, that is idol talk. Talking about criticizing the people around, your neighbors, and talking about not is true. That is idol talk. Idol speaking. When you like promise and you don't fulfill your promise, that is idol speaking. The Bible cursing people, right? And then the last thing is neglect prayer. We lose God by these three important things: idol talk, evil speaking, and neglect prayer. So we should not neglect prayer in our lives. Prayer is part of our existence in this world. Then, Adventist home page 498, paragraph 2 says, this is also like we lose God if we don't use our time properly, like amusements, right? Such as dancing, card playing, chess, checkers, which we cannot approve because heaven condemns them. Oh, this is a good advice for each one of us. Do you think why? Oh, for example, you play chess. You spend more time. I know some of my friends. For one day, they just play chess. Nothing to do. So you imagine one day? No sweating, only think deeply how to conquer your enemy for one day. I think God will not be happy. It's good that basketball is not included here. Why? Basketball is just only a few, like 30 minutes, 1 hour.
It's there. It was just
After that,
deleted.
when you finish your exercise, you go home. So board games are not included here. Playing chess, checkers, yeah, God condemns this kind of, amusement. All such things should be contained by Christians. And something perfectly harmless should be substituted in their place. So I'm happy that my leisure time, my sport is only basketball. Not included here.
Gitara mo daw.
Now, let's go to Enoch. Who was Enoch? According to the Bible, Enoch walked with God. Wow. This is my idol next to God. Enoch. Why? Because he loved God with all his heart. Meaning, there is love that there is not from the heart, right? You only deceive someone. Oh, I love you, but actually, you have a lot. I love you in here, and I also have loved one in other place, the next place. So that is not from the heart. He loved God with all his heart. He was serious, he was sincere in his love to God. No hypocrisy. Right? He served God also and do His will. Meaning he obeyed the commandments of the Lord from the heart also. And then he thought about God all of his life. Wow! Do we have this kind of spirit? And he strived in every words and deeds to please God. Not to please himself, not to please people. Why? Because this is a common problem nowadays. People do good to please other people. People are very like hard workers because the boss is looking at them. So, and that is not, you work to please your boss. You work to please your PO in the church, in the school. You work to please the principal of the school. No. If you want to please the principal of the school, you work hard to please God. And then your PO will just follow, or your PO will trust and believe you. Because you dedicate your life, your time, your everything to God, and then these people would respect you. They are observing us. These people around us, they are observing the people, the workers in their school or in the office. So we Christians, we Seventh-day Adventist Christians, we should follow the example of Enoch. He was a good worker, he was sincere, he was not a hypocrite person. Everything he do it from the heart. Wow. Never was there any selfish, greediness, jealousy, evil talk, evil speaking of anger in his heart, for he believed that such wicked things were unworthy as a child of God. So that is his, what is in his mind, his philosophy in life. Enoch walked with God because, according to Jude 14, it was also about this that Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesied, saying, "Behold, the Lord comes with 10,000s of his holy ones." So, Enoch was not only a hard worker, a sincere person serving God, but according to the Bible, he was also a prophet. Why? In John 14, he prophesied that God will come with 10 upon 1,000 and 1,000 of his angels. And this is referring to second coming of Jesus Christ. So, Enoch was also a prophet. Now, the last, as what I have said, my idol next to God is Enoch. But the person that we need to look up to is no other than God. Why? We have a good example. While Jesus was on this earth, He gave us an example to be followed. Luke 2:52, and Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. So first say is God the Father. He gave favor to God his Father in heaven and also to man. So that's what I have said a while ago, that we should please God first. And then if we please God, our subordinates, our friends, our boss will also please of what we have done in our work. This is Jesus. Jesus was a careful student of God's Word. He reads the Old Testament of the Bible. He exercised his mind by communion with God. He filled his mind with God's promises. He memorized portions of scriptures. That is very common to us, Seventh-day Adventist families. Christians. Our children, we taught them how to memorize text from the Bible. He maintained a consistent and regular prayer program. I like this word, consistent. Right? Meaning regular. No skipping. Because this is the real thing happening in our church. Also to us. When we celebrate the new year, Lord, I have a commitment. I want to promise you that every day I have to pray 3 times a day. But after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, no prayer anymore. I remember one student in Mount College. Before he go to bed, he would pray. Long prayer, Lord, please help me. I am here in Mount College. I don't understand. Please help me. Give me wisdom. And after many years, he got lazy. When he went back from work in the cafeteria, he was so tired. And then he said, I make another way. Instead of kneeling and praying to God, I write my prayer. And then he said, Lord, I am tired. I want to sleep now. Please read my prayer in here. Because I wrote my prayer already. The next day, the same thing happened. Lord, please read my prayer. The same prayer. So, but in here, Jesus had a regular prayer program. Every morning he went to a solitary place and prayed to his Father for power, for wisdom. That is all. That he could withstand all temptations. You know, if you have this kind of program in your life, you are a careful student of the Bible, exercise your mind, communion with God, you build your mind with God's promises in the Bible, you memorize some portion of the scriptures, and then you maintain consistent regular prayer, you have the power to resist temptation. Why many of our church members fail? Pastor, it's